10 months of nothing happening. Well, nothing special, I should say. Demons still ranked around Japan as many lost their lives to them. No one of the Hashira had lost their lives, but I knew others possibly did. And I wondered, who? But I would never know who they were. There were so many that I will never meet. But one good thing did happen within those 10 months. Another demon, like myself, somewhat similar to me, but she was a slight bit different. And I guess one person did lose their life. I guess I've been trying to have it erased from my memory, to think that it was not true. The Fire Hashira had passed away due to a fight with the Upper Moon 3, causing the rest of us a bit gloomy. I guess that is the reason why I didn't remember it very much. The death had inflicted Tanjiro, another slayer who had been traveling with this other demon like me. But during these months, I've been trying to find ways to go back to how me and Kocho were when we met. Though, it seems like she's been distant towards me. When we see each other, she never makes eye contact. She always stares off when we talk as well. Like something changed. Right now, I was walking to the Love Pillars estate. It was a beautiful white estate with a small scent of pink wood, with cherry blossoms that seemed to be in full bloom every season. I knocked on the pink wooden door and was greeted by the girl. "Hello, Lin-chan. What's up?" The girl cheers happily. Her blush increased as her hands clasped together, touching her shoulders. "Nothing much. I was just hoping we could talk," I suggested, as the girl's eyes shut happily. "Of course," she agreed, as she started to lead me to the back garden. "I just built this cool deck," she continued, leading me as we arrived towards it. The deck was a pearl white and glass tables. It seemed like they had come from the western region, since they were nothing like I'd seen before. She led me to my seat as she went to the bar and was right next to us. The seats matched with light pink cushions that rested just on the cushion. Okay. "Oh, I'm underage," I chirped, hoping she wouldn't serve me alcohol. "Don't get too ahead of yourself. I'm only serving you some tea," she teased as she continued to pour out in the old-fashioned teapot that seemed way too different from the Western style. "So, what do you want to talk about?" the girl asked, walking over to me with a pretty white and pink teacup in hand. I like someone," I spat, out feeling another set of eyes on me. Mitsuri blushed as I looked around, not seeing anyone in sight. She laughed at my panicking face as she patted my shoulder. Well, you're just in luck, since I'm the Love Hashira," she assured as she got ready to listen. Well, I don't think that the person I likes me back, as if they're trying to avoid me. I sat in face of reality. The girl hummed, putting a finger to her face in a thinking motion. "Well, why don't you think that?" she asked. "They don't talk to me anymore, and they've been hanging out with someone else," I explained, rubbing my arm astray from the pillar, scared of what she might say. What makes you think that?" She smiled, still cheering her high hopes. There was a hint of sadness, I could tell. Um, uh, how do I know that? I asked, being concerned. Well, what are they like? The girl asked, becoming invested. They are cheerful, who cares for others, I said, hearing a rustle in the bushes. I turned to see no one there. Well, I'm a cheerful and caring person. I recommended dinner on one of the local beaches as a date. One person aren't there. Two of you guys can go in the water, making the person happy. And three, it's very romantic. The girl suggested, making me wonder. Thank you? I thanked, and I rushed out to get started on that dinner date. Well, rushing out the door, I saw a familiar purple hair. She was at the master's house planning to join Tomioka-san for a mission. It seems like he agreed as she smiled in accomplishment. Before I could walk to her, she was gone. Pfft, Kocho. I sighed. Shinobu's POV. I overheard that Yin was going to meet up with Konroji, so I decided to visit since I was nearby. I knocked on the estate door, but no answer, so I decided to head back, but only heard laughter. An overwhelming rage came over me, so I sneaked behind the white gate that covered the backyard. Nothing caught my attention until I heard Yin describe someone. They are a cheerful person who cares for others, they described as my eyes widened. I covered my mouth as everything became a blur. Did they just describe Konroji? I panicked. All I could do was run, far. I stopped, seeing I was by Udarashiki's estate, and I heard Tomiyuka. He was going on a mission, so why not get my head off of this? Why not join? I asked the master as he agreed, which made me happy. I could get my mind off Yin, and she could have Konroji. But I felt Yin's presence nearby. Before they could even speak, I quickly disappeared, leaving them alone. It's sad how this hurts, even though I saw it coming.